In the last video, we added layers of Foley to try to give a beat more dimension. And today we're going to continue with this beat, but we're going to use warp modes within Ableton as a sound design tool to create some glitch layers beneath. Sound design with Dave. Walter says like, comment, and subscribe. We're here in Ableton, and here's the beat after the last video. So I'm first going to add an audio track, then I'm going to select resample, record enable, and then I'm going to record this whole beat. So now we have this beat recorded in its own audio track. I'm going to duplicate it 3 times. So the first beat is going to be untouched. The second one's going to be reversed. Third one and fourth one we'll do something with later. So on the first 2 tracks, let's reverse this first. On the first track, I'm going to go into the clip, and then I'm going to hit this ×2. There's a divided by 2 and a ×2 next to the BPM. And I'm going to hit the ×2 until it won't let me anymore. And then I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to do the same thing to the reverse track. Okay, so now these have been stretched, and I'm going to go into the first one, select texture as the warp mode, and the same with the second. So I'm going to add an audio track under the first one. I'm going to record enable, solo this track, make sure this one's resampling, and then I'm going to record this whole track as I play with the grain size. Flux is turned all the way down. I haven't found any uses for that myself. And let's see what happens. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm going to do the same thing with this reversed. And I'm going to get a whole other set of sounds. Make sure this one's soloed, record enabled on the resampled track. And let's go. I'm going to go ahead and disable these tracks. I'm not going to erase them just in case I want them later. And then with these, I am going to use the divided by 2. I'm going to reverse this one. I'm going to duplicate them. And then consolidate. And then I'm going to use the beats mode. Turn the transients to forward. And then I'm going to turn this down to try to get just the transient and not get a lot of the beef of the track. I'm going to go ahead and consolidate that. And then same thing here. Beats forward. So I'm going to add a vocoder to those. Actually, I'm going to group those tracks and I'm going to add a vocoder to them. Let's just hear what one sounds like. I just turned the release down on the vocoder and used enhance so that it's a little shorter and it just kind of adds a little bit of texture to it. And then I'll put an OTT. And we're just going to leave that alone for a minute. What I want to do is I want to get these in order. These two are their own thing. I am going to group all of these just in case I want to do something with all of them later. And then I'm going to go through and pick out my favorite parts of all these glitches. And I may move them around and see what I can do by just creating some kind of layer this way. And then we're going to see how it fits with the beat. Okay, now I have my favorite sections. I'm going to arrange them in some sort of way to try to get something interesting happening. So I finished cutting everything up. I'll kind of show you what I did. I honestly didn't have any kind of plan, and that's kind of the idea. There are no rules, and I'm trying to get a sound and things to happen that don't usually happen. So here's what I got out of the glitch layer by itself. And here's how it lines up with the beat that we already made. I also put an EQ and I got rid of a lot of lows and a glue compressor to try to bring a lot of the loud stuff down and some of the quiet stuff up. Then I cut up these two tracks down here, and here's what that sounds like. So that's pretty cool on its own, and that would be a cool rhythmic layer for the beat itself. So from here, I'm going to resample these two tracks and these two tracks together and slice those up to make something that fits together. Okay, now I can get rid of all these groups. So now I have my two tracks here, and I am going to cut them up kind of randomly and see what we can get from it. Okay, so here's what we have. Now let's hear what it sounds like with the track. So that's it for today. If you liked the video, let me know in the comments. Give the video a like and subscribe to my channel. You can also check out my website, agentofnoise.com, where I have some sample packs and Ableton devices. Stay tuned for the next video, and I'll see you then.
Like, comment, subscribe. 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 Like, comment, subscribe.